Hey all, welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 in my series of retail horror stories. This one is focused on Sears, which I lasted for only 1 week there, and also my university's bookstore. So, August 2016, I'm setting up to move to Sacramento for school, and I also set up a new job there in Sacramento, which is Sears. Now, eventually, a friend pointed out to me, like, not too long after this event happens, that the reason why I joined Sears was because I just wanted to use any excuse I could to get out of working at Burlington Coat Factory. And it was mainly because I just wanted, like I said, I just wanted something new. I really did want something new, but I, apparently I was desperate considering I worked at Sears of all places. And not only that, but I even read the reviews too, both from the people that work there and the customers. Like, Sears has really poor reviews, sorry to say. So, like I said, I only lasted 1 week there. We're like 2 weeks before I start school. My first 2 days were online training. I was going to be a cashier there. Yeah, I know, cashiering, lovely, fun, always a fun time. My second day of online training, I noticed that everything that they're having me do for online training doesn't apply to me. They have me doing these like weird simulations for interacting with customers on the sales floor, and then giving me options to click on that say something like, okay, this customer said this to you about your sale. What do you say? What do you say this? Pick one of the three options or something like that. And that whole second day, I was just literally wasting time doing things that didn't even apply to my position. Because like I said, I was going to be cashier there, but everything that I was doing for the online training, everything that I was told to do for the online training, was all for sales floor people. So I pretty much just wasted 4 hours doing online training for crap that didn't apply to me. So that was my first red flag, and I even brought it up to the manager when I ended my shift that day because I was only scheduled for 4 hours for the online training, and the guy said, "Oh, okay, well, if that means you're ready then. If you if you if you got to the part of the sales floor, uh, part of the online training thing," and I'm just standing there like, okay, well that's weird, but you guys gave me a checklist of what to do for the online training. Like you guys knew I was gonna be a cashier, but you still gave me a checklist, and everything that half the stuff I was doing on the checklist was for sales floor people. So what gives? Like I said, first red flag. Third day comes. Shockingly, I don't. Okay, I'm officially being a cashier right now. Shockingly, nothing bad happens. Like I'm very surprised. However, I do notice that the cash register system is very slow. Like, oh my god, I feel like I was using equipment from the early 90s. Like, they were so slow, and that was a common thing that customers were getting frustrated at whenever they're, checking out, was just the slowness of these damn registers. And not only that, but Sears has a point system called Shop Your Way. So if you want to, if the customer wants to use their Shop Your Way points towards a purchase, which gives them like some amount of money off. You have to do that first before you tender the whole. Is it tender? I can't remember what the word is, but before you total the whole purchase. So that's an extra step you have to do, which is also just as slow. And so, like I say, people, these systems I use were just super old school. It was just horrible. Day 4 happens. I'm getting to I nearly get into it with a coworker of mine because I'm trying to remember the exact situation. So I was working with a coworker who was really impatient and testy with me. I needed help on something because I don't, I'm still trying to figure out the cash register system there, the very slow one to put it at that. And when I would ask for help, the girl will always be like, "Oh Jesus Christ, not this again." And I'm just standing like, "Oh my God, I gotta fucking spend 4 whole hours with this chick." And oh, it gets worse. So the same chick, she tells me, "Hey, Cameron, can you cover my break for me? I gotta use the bathroom really badly, and then I have to go talk to the manager about something." And I was just like, in my head, I was like, "No, I really don't want to." But me being a nice guy, I said yes. So she went off. A few minutes later, the phone rings on the cash register. I pick it up. Manager asks me, "Hey, Cameron, do you know where this girl's name is? I don't know her name. I'll just call her Maria. Do you know where Maria is?" And I responded to her, "Yeah, she went on break." I said, I don't. I know she technically didn't go on break, but I just said that just because I didn't really know what else to say. And this is like cashier lead, by the way, talking to me, not one of the managers, so just the cashier lead. The cashier lead responds to me, "Oh, okay, well, next time you need to call us and let us know if one of you are going on break." And I was like, "What do you mean? I didn't know I was supposed to call you. No one ever told me that." And the lady was like, "Yeah, you guys are supposed to call us if you or your other cashier associate partner, whatever, it goes to break." And then I responded, "Okay, well, like I said, I didn't know. Nobody told me that." And then the lady was like, "Okay, well, now you know." And then so then I responded, "All right, cool, goodbye." Hung up the phone. And I'm just thinking to myself, "Oh, I'm not gonna get myself in trouble because of this girl. Swear to God." But yeah, that girl was just like really, like I said, impatient, testing with me the entire day. Luckily, I only worked with her that once though, not one day. Day 5 comes. More problems. This lady wanted me to call the manager because she had a coupon, but it for some reason it wasn't going through in the system when I scanned it. It wasn't expired or anything like that. So I'm just like, so I was wondering to myself, okay, that's really weird. She has a coupon, but this thing isn't like it's not going through with the system. I don't what the hell the deal. I'm just like wondering to myself, okay, is the system really that broken that it just won't even read the unexpired coupon? And I read the coupon, and it doesn't. The items that she was buying, did apply to the coupon. So it's not like she bought, she didn't buy anything that was off the coupon or that didn't apply to it. So I called. I kid you not, people. I called the managers at 4 or 5 times. Luckily, the customer didn't get pissed off at me, but I could tell she was getting very impatient because, I don't know what to do, so I had to call a manager. Like I said, I called these people 4 or 5 times. The fourth or fifth time I call them, the same cashier lady picks up and I hear her laughing. I hear other people in the background laughing, and I'm thinking to myself, "Oh my God, are these guys having like a small party or something in the back room or downstairs or whatever?" And so she says to me, "Hey Cameron, what's up?" And I respond to her, "Hi, can one of you guys come down here to the cash register and check out this coupon situation? I've scanned the coupon, but it's not going through and it's not expired." And then she asked me, "Oh, okay, well, does everything on that she's buying apply to the coupon or whatever?" And I said, "Yes, I double checked." And then the manager told me, or no, not the manager told me, the cashier lady told me, "Oh, okay, well, if it's not going through, then there's nothing we can do about it. That's out of our control." And I'm just sitting there like, how is it out of your control? Can't you managers override that? Isn't that part of being a manager that you can just override stuff? And so, and so I was like, all right, I'll tell her. Thank you. Slam down the phone, tell the customer, ma'am, I'm so sorry, but the manager just told me that there's nothing they can do about it. They can't override it. I'm so sorry. And the woman rolled her eyes. I was like, fine, whatever, I gotta get going. And I felt so bad for her because it's like, come on, like, it's just absolutely ridiculous. It really is. And I had that same experience actually the following day. It was a kind of a similar situation. I had to the customer actually had a question though. I don't remember what the question was, but I know I had to call a manager because the question seemed like it was a little bit out of my control. So I called the manager like 3 or 4 times, and but this time though, thankfully the manager finally comes. It's like, Jesus Christ, do you guys not hear a phone down there? Like, what? I don't understand. So, oh, so, final day comes, 6th day. It's either 6th or 7th day, I don't remember, but anyways, no, it is, okay, no, it's 7th day, because 6th day, like, nothing bad happened, surprisingly. However, like I said, the cash register was taking way too long. The whole cash register counter was so disorganized. I was looking for what are those papers called? Those papers to apply for a credit card. I was looking for those papers, and I couldn't find them. They were in the spot that they were supposed to be, but they were not in that spot that they were supposed to be. So when I called the cashier lead up, I asked her, "Hey, where are the papers to apply for a Sears credit card?" And she was like, "Oh, they're over there in that spot that they're supposed to be at." And I was like, "Okay, well, I checked over there in that spot. They're not over there." And I was like, "Okay, well, that means we're all out then." And I'm just standing there like, what? How are you guys all out? Can't you just pound some more? Can't you just? Oh my god. But oh no. It gets worse. So it gets worse, folks, from here on. 7th day. This is the experience that made me quit, by the way. This is the experience that made me quit. 7th day. Cashier comes, ring his items out. As I said, like I said, told before, cash registers run very slow for whatever reason. As I'm in the midst of, totaling everything out, he swiped his card. And I was like, I looked on my card, I saw him swipe it, and I was like, okay, well, dude, just be patient, hold on, wait for this thing to process. A few seconds later, he swiped it again. And I'm just saying like, okay, you can keep swiping it, it's not gonna do anything. I'm still waiting for his freaking computer to go to the next screen or whatever, or load or whatever, I don't know what you want to call it. He swipes it again, 3rd time. And I don't know, what happened after that? The screen finally got to the totals screen, and the thing popped up on the debit or credit card machine that he was swiping on. And I asked him, okay, are you using debit or credit card? And he looks at me and gives me a dirty look. And I was like, what's the problem? And he was like, okay, no, this is the 3rd time I've swiped my card on this machine, okay? I better not be told, what was the word he used? I better not be, I better not pay triple for this price or something, okay? That shouldn't be happening. Why the hell is that happening? And he just gets so angry with me so quickly and yells at me in front of a few other customers, and I'm just standing there like, dude, calm down. You're not gonna be charged, that's the word I was looking for. You're not gonna be charged 3 times, okay? It didn't even go through all the way. Why the fuck are you so angry for? And guys, like I said in the previous video, I kept my patience, even when customers have yelled at me, when they give me attitude. But this time, no, I did. I was like, I literally stood there frozen for like 30 seconds. Him and I, the guy, are having a staring contest the whole time, and I was just like, okay. I said okay. I I know, not the most mature moment in the world, but what did I do? I, like, swung, like, a couple of his items off on the cash register onto the floor, and then I just walk off out of the store, into my car, and drive back to my hometown Vacaville. Yep. I I know, I can, I honestly, I do feel horrible for doing that because that was his items I kind of threw onto the floor, but it just got to the point where, everything that I was experiencing in that store was so freaking disorganized and just idiotic. And this guy yelling at me, getting so angry at me, I know it doesn't seem that serious when I'm talking about it to you right now, but, actually experiencing, how angry this guy was and him yelling at me for no legitimate reason, all because he thought he was gonna be triple charged, even though the machine wasn't going through. How the hell are you gonna be triple charged if the machine isn't even going through? It just, that was my breaking point right there, people. And like I said, I know I should not have pushed his items off the cash register, but I was like, you know what? I'm done. Screw this job. I quit. And I'm surprised, like, no one even followed me at the store. I'm really surprised at that, actually. Because I literally just walked from the cash register outside the store to my car. And even driving off from the lot, I still didn't see anybody follow me out from the store. So, and then the next day, I call the manager. I'm nervous as hell, by the way. Like, I'm kind of surprised I didn't get any calls from them too, because I left during the shift, in the middle of, someone being pissed off at me. Like, I'm just surprised that guy didn't chase me down. Like, God, he was so pissed off, and like he went from, well, it's like I said previously, some of these people will go from 0 to 100 for the littlest reason. But anyways, I called my manager the next day, nervous as hell. I called him once. He answers. I hung up because I was too nervous. I call him again. Half hour later, he answers, "Hi, this is so-and-so speaking. How can I help you?" And then I hesitate for 30 seconds. And I tell him in a very rapid, well, not very rapid, a little bit rapid pace because I was so nervous, just like this. "Hi, my name is Cameron Samuels, and I just want to let you know I quit. Bye-bye." Hung up the phone. Yeah, I did that, but honestly, it needed to happen. It really needed to happen because that store was just so disorganized. Okay, I'll give you a little bit of tidbits about the store because I feel like haven't really made a strong case about why Sears was so horrible to me. Clothing was always everywhere on the floor, always a mess. The store was clearly understaffed, but it's just like no matter what time of the day that I went in to go my shift, it was always like a mess everywhere on the floor. And it's just, like I said, the store was clearly understaffed. Management, I feel like they weren't taking anything seriously because like I said, I feel like they were having like parties in the back room or whatever. Cash register was running very slowly. It's just, it was just the whole thing was just disorganized. And then last I heard, I think about Sears is that it went out of business last year. I think, is that right? I can't remember right now. But if that's the case, then I'm honestly not surprised because the way Sears ran their stores was just awful. Like holy crap! I worked in Burlington Coat Factory for 2.5 years. Never in those 2.5 years, have I ever seen anything so freaking disorganized than I have at Sears in the 1 week I have worked there. Yeah. Oh, and the security guy at Sears was a total pothead too. He was talking like a typical. Oh God, I don't know what the word is. He was, but when I met him, he was like, "Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Sears. Hope you guys having a good time here. I'm the security guy. Blah blah blah. Uh, I'm just trying to chill, have a good time with you all. Hope you all have a fantastical day in the wonderland of Sears." I don't know. But basically, what I'm saying is that the dude always talked like he was high, basically, and it was just. I guess you could argue that's probably just his personality, but still, it did feel kind of weird because I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, that was Sears. Lasted there 1 week. I managed to get back into Burlington Coat Factory, closer in Sacramento, about a few weeks later, thankfully. That ended up working out kind of sort of good, anyways. So we'll skip to my university's bookstore, which I joined in January 2017, and worked there for a few months. Honestly, okay, so I worked at the bookstore in Sacramento State University. I was hired on there as kind of sort of a seasonal, I guess, temporary. I don't know what you call it. Honestly, I didn't really have any problems there. The customers were, of course, students, but of course, the student customers were very, understanding if any issues rose up because, the people that worked or that went there, I'm pretty sure they worked retail before as well, or, are mature enough to understand that, stuff like this happens and that, they're usually not in any rush. So I never had any problems with the customer. However, I will say though, the only issue I can really say I ever had working at my university's bookstore was, okay, so this is going to be so weird to explain and hard because I don't remember, I even know how to explain it. Here's the flat surface of a counter, and on top of the flat surface is like a security thing that you if oh my god, I don't know how, like I said, I don't know how to explain it. There are certain items that have security bars and security tags on them. You run those items over the security plate to demagnetize the security tag, so the items won't set off the security alarms at the front door. So the thing is though, there was nothing to let you know that the security tag was demagnetized. So you pretty much had to guess or assume that the thing was demagnetized if you run the item over it. Okay. Anyways, so one day, I'm at the cash register. This chick walks up to me and says, "Well, okay, sorry, we're on a little bit." So I ring out these two customers. First customer I ring out, he had a couple items with that security tag that you had to run over the security plate to demagnetize them. The second customer, same thing, same process. This girl then comes over to me, and I'm next to another cashier. She comes out to us, but only looks at me and says, "Hey, are you guys making sure you're running the security tags over the security plate or whatever it's called?" And I was like, "Yeah." Well, we both were like, "Yeah," but I said yeah because I was like, "Okay, what's going on here?" Okay, and sorry, and the girl responds, "Okay, because that security alarm just went off, and this is the second time now that the security alarms have went off." And she was kind of staring daggers at me the entire time, and I'm just standing there like, "Okay, your point is this isn't, I don't know if I could really consider this a horror story, but it was just like an annoyance than anything, because it's like, okay, first up, lady, how the hell are we supposed to know that the security tag is demagnetized? There was nothing to indicate or tell us that the security tag was demagnetized. So how the hell are you going to come up here and get an attitude with me and assume I'm not doing what I'm told to be doing? Like, come on. Really, that just I don't know that I know that was just one experience. That was just the one experience I experienced working at the bookstore. That was really negative. But it's just like come on, lady, like really. I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be told to be doing. Actually, exactly what you guys are supposed to be are telling me to do. So I don't know why the hell you're coming up here giving me an attitude when, like I said, there's nothing to let us know that the security tags were demagnetized. So that just, I don't know, that girl just really irritated me because it's like, I don't know, I feel like she was kind of jumping to conclusions there, and she was a little bit forceful about it, and it's just like, and also thankfully that was on my last day, working as a cashier, and so I was just like, fine, you want to be a biatch about it? Go right the fuck ahead, Jesus Christ. Like I said, I'm doing exactly what you guys are telling me to do. You wanna, whatever. Anyways, but yeah, besides that experience, that was the only bad experience working at our university's bookstore. Manager was, one of the managers, assistant manager, I don't know, one of the assistant managers was really catty. He yelled at an associate, saying something like, "Oh, you need to move him. You need to move this guy somewhere else. He's moving way too slow for me. Get him somewhere else." And when I saw that, I was like, Jesus Christ. Can someone say power trip? God, but yeah, that's about it. It was really nice working at the bookstore. It was something a little bit different because after being a cashier for a little bit, I worked in the back removing return date stickers, rental date stickers on there, whatever you want to call them, filing books, and all that stuff. So yeah, that was pretty fun. The second thing is though, so I was without a job for a little more than half of 2017. So when I applied to be on there officially, like part-time, I got rejected. Actually, I applied there 3 times. I got rejected 3 times. And it's like, okay, why are you guys rejecting me? I have retail experience. I go to school here. So that's, I don't know, I thought that was kind of weird. It reminded me of Target. When I remember applying to, sorry, side story real quick, then I'll end this video. I remember applying to Target every single year from 2014 to 2018. I would apply to Target, and for whatever reason, they rejected me even though I have plenty of retail experience. So, yeah, so I don't know what's up with some of these stores that reject people even though they have significant retail experience. I have no idea what the hell that's up. I don't know what the deal with that is. Can someone explain that to me in the comments, please? I don't know, maybe it's something I'm not getting. I don't know. I have no idea. Anyways, part 3 is gonna be tomorrow, or the next day, one of the two. Part 3 is gonna be about Walmart. Yeah, where I was out in the parking lot in various weather conditions collecting carts, and also I was a greeter. Yeah. I'm telling you, people. That's. I wouldn't say Walmart is worse than Sears. It feels weird saying that because I worked at Sears for 1 week. I worked at Walmart for a year and a half. But of all the places I've worked at, Walmart is by far the craziest. I don't know about worst, but definitely the craziest. I'd probably put it second worst, but yeah. So yeah, like I said, next video is we're gonna talk about Walmart, Wally World, the world where all your dreams and wishes go to die in a fiery inferno of pain and chaos and, of course, fire. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyways, all right. See you guys later. Bye. I'll view this.